Alright guys, hey, so quick update on the jet. It's been a while since I've posted. It's been longer than I wanted it to be, but waiting on parts, been working out of town. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, I'll give you an update from the nose to the tail where we're at right now. So at the end of this, I'm going to leave some clips of the gear actually working and the actual setup for the nose gear. So the gear is installed and working. I still got to do the gear doors, but that'll be towards the very end. I've got the nose blended for the most part. Wings are connected. I still got to put some carbon fiber rods in the wing. That's going to be one of the next steps. I'm actually working on the tail section, and we'll get into that in a minute. But just trying to see how this hatch is going to fit. Have most everything inside complete. Still got to work all this out, get the pins in that. Battery trays in there. Electronics are going to sit right there. The power distribution system and the speed controls are going to be in the far back. So all the wirings run. Just need to get. There's going to be a latch right here. There'll be a couple of pins for this up there. Still got to cut the flaps and the ailerons. Do the wingtips. But that's actually the next thing I'm going to do after I finish the tail section. So the vertical stabilizer is mounted, glued, carbon fiber running all the way down, to about there. I still have a little piece that's going to go here to smooth that transition out. I've got a bunch of things to do up on top. What I'm actually involved in right now is finishing up the ailerons, and I've got them cut and ready to be shaped, and then I'm going to have to install the hinge points and get everything working the way I want. Right now, if you look from this profile, the right side from this shot, it looks a little off, but that right one needs to be sanded down a little bit. It's actually almost a final shape, but not quite. So I've got a little bit of shaping left to do on that, and then I can finish up the elevators and get those hinged. All the electricals run for the rudder. The Y connector's in there for the elevators. So everything's set up. The horizontal stabilizers are not glued in yet. They will be finished as soon as I finish shaping the elevator or the horizontal stabilizer. And that'll be final glued, and then I can mount the elevators. Trying to get all the wiring pre-installed. A lot to do there, but it is what it is. Got a lot of parts in. Got both engines. Got a bunch of speed controls. Some extra connectors. Running 100 amp speed controls for each one of these. The speed controls. I didn't get to show this in the last build video, but the speed control wiring or motor wiring is going to go in and out through here. You won't really see it once the engine cells are put on. But got all the servos for the wings. So got actually a pile of servos over here and some wiring I needed. So she's coming along. All in all, I'm pretty happy. I'll be glad when all the mechanical stuff's done, but I'm trying to enjoy the build at the same time. I want to do the best I can, since this is the first foam build of this type for me, scratch build. So hopefully she'll fly. I don't know how well, but we'll see. But I got another week on the road, and I'm putting a new roof on my house, so I'm going to next weekend try to get that horizontal stabilizer finished up. We've got a holiday weekend next week, so I'm hoping Sunday, Monday I can get that finished up, get the elevator finished up, and maybe hinged, and I can close up the vertical stabilizer, and then start working on the wings and getting those finished up. Get that done, get the engines installed, engine nacelles fitted, the webbing for the engine nacelles, finish up the hatches. So I've probably got another month or two of the final kind of assembly, finish, pre-surface, fine surface finish for fiberglassing. And I'm actually looking forward to that, but I want to get all this stuff as straight as I can. A lot to do. Not enough time of the day, of course, but she is getting there, and I'll give you guys an update as soon as I have a little more progress, and probably just before fiberglass I will do a video, and then there'll be one final one after paint's done, and then of course the test flight. Do the taxi testing and EDF run-ups and all that fun stuff. So we'll do all that here, and then do a few taxi runs up and down the street, and give it a shot and see if all this was worth it. All right, talk to you guys soon. All right, guys, this is my nose gear setup. This took me a day to figure out how to do without binding anything. Came out pretty good. A good friend of mine came over, we sat and engineered this, and it works out pretty good. Not bad for home built. So when the gear is retracted, we don't have any binding going on, and the servo can move freely while the rudder servo is working and doing its thing in flight. The gear up, no problem. These are ink pin springs on this 256 rod. And voila, we got steering. Pretty amazing. And it's stiff enough. I don't think we're going to get any wobble. If we get a little bit of wobble, I'll put some heavier springs on it if necessary, but I think that'll work. I actually got to turn that gear over. It's upside down right now. But there we go. Alright, a little update on the gear. We're starting to get the nose blended in. Pretty cool.